Hi friends, in this video I will share the 5 tips for care of light and falling hair. So keep watching till end. Most girls suffer from the problem of hair loss and cause them great discomfort, especially when you lay it off daily and see the hair follicles weak and falling strongly and heavily in her hands, making her anxious and afraid of her hair from baldness as a result of this heavy and continuous fall. There are several factors and causes may lead to hair loss, such as not to take care of him and not to follow a healthy diet and healthy while ignoring some of the elements and nutrients that provide the scalp with proper nutrition and thus help to strengthen hair follicles and prevent the weakness and fall and bombardment. So today we are keen to offer you several tips for treating weak and falling hair. 1. Proper nutrition with exercise. One of the most important tips that you can follow regularly and properly is the attention to health and useful nutrition that helps to strengthen your hair and prevent the fall of the most important vegetables and fruits. Contains a large proportion of vitamins, proteins and a lot of minerals and the main elements of the most important tomatoes, carrots, broccoli, cabbage, oranges and lemon. As well as seafood rich in omega-3 acids that keep hair follicles from falling. It is necessary to exercise constantly because it eliminates the feeling of anxiety and tension that often causes the fall and bombardment and weakness of hair. 2. Rely on chaotic layoffs. One of the most important tips for you dear, who face the problem of falling hair and hairstyles are chaotic hairstyles, which do not rely on hair pulling and pulling his hair follicles, causing inflammation of the scalp, which leads to weak hair follicles and thus begins to fall thickly and gazer. Try to rely on haphazard and chaotic hairstyles such as skimpy cake and unbroken horsetail. This reduces the use of chemicals that pigment and individual hair and care to develop moisturizers and natural recipes that help to nourish the hair follicles and prevent bombardment and reduce the weakness and damage. 3. Do not expose your hair and it is wet. One of the factors leading to hair loss and make it more vulnerable to the bombing and weakness is the dismissal and clapping of hair as wet, but you have to wait for your hair to be dry or moisturized a little and then begin to lay off and rely on the use of comb in the hair and not the brush to prevent the bombing and damage. Then leave your hair after a long drop and not tie it wet because it may help to pull the hair follicle. You have to stay away from using hair dryers or hair iron as they completely eliminate the hair. But you can use some natural labels and recipes that contribute to the individual's curly hair and get rid of his rudeness. 4. Do not expose your hair to the sun. Try as much as possible, madam, to get rid of your hair exposure to harmful ultraviolet rays that cause inflammation of your hair follicles and make the scalp excrete superoxide compounds, which cause hair loss and damage. Before going down in the morning, use a warm oil bath that helps the blood flow to the scalp and activates blood circulation that helps strengthen hair follicles. Heat a small amount of olive oil, bitter almond oil, coconut oil or any other type of vegetable natural oil after that. Put your hair in this warm oil and cover your hair with a towel dampened with hot water and leave for an hour and then wash your hair well and use a shampoo good and suitable for your hair. 5. Use the recipe garlic. If you suffer from the problem of hair loss and weakness, you should use this recipe, which addresses the problem and is one of the important tips that reduce the incidence of hair loss profusely because garlic has the benefits of miraculous regrowth of hair again and enhance its density. Combine 2 garlic cloves with 2 tablespoons of castor oil and apply the mixture to your hair with a good massage. Leave half an hour on your hair and shoulders. Preferably apply this recipe once a week to avoid hair loss.